Dear friends, welcome to SpeakUp Studio
With Tom.
and Jessica. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to SpeakUp Studio. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Tom.
Today, we have a super useful topic for you: how to speak English confidently in a job interview.
Yes, job interviews can be stressful, even in your own language. But in English, it can feel twice as scary. Don't worry. By the end of this episode, you'll know how to answer common interview questions clearly and confidently.
We'll go through real examples, practice key phrases, and share some cultural tips so you understand not only what to say, but also how to say it naturally.
Exactly. This episode is great for beginner and intermediate learners. That's levels A1 to B1.
So grab your notebook, relax, and listen closely. You'll learn how to introduce yourself, describe your experience, talk about your strengths and weaknesses, and ask your own questions at the end of the interview.
Let's get started with the basics. How to make a great first impression.
The interview usually starts with a smile and a greeting. Remember, first impressions really matter. In English-speaking countries, it's polite to shake hands, make eye contact, and smile.
Yes, and when you enter the room, say something like, "Good morning, it's nice to meet you," or "Thank you for having me today."
Simple, friendly, professional. Don't say hi, guys, or hey. That's too casual. Keep it polite.
After that, you'll often hear the question, "Can you tell me a little about yourself?"
This is one of the most common questions, and it's your chance to make a good start. Here's a simple structure you can follow. Present: who you are and what you do. Past: your experience or education. Future: what you're looking for.
For example, my name is Anna. I'm from Italy, and I have 2 years of experience working in customer service. I really enjoy helping people solve problems, and I'm excited to learn more about this company.
That's perfect. Short, clear, and confident.
Let's go over some important vocabulary you'll hear or use during an interview.
Yes, here are a few common words. Position: the job title you're applying for. Example: I'm applying for the position of sales assistant. Experience: your work history. Example: I have 3 years of experience in marketing. Responsibilities: what you did in your job. Example: my main responsibilities were helping customers and managing emails. Skills: what you can do well. Example: I have good communication and problem-solving skills. Strengths: your positive qualities. Example: I'm very organized and reliable. Weaknesses: things you can improve. Example: sometimes I spend too much time perfecting my work.
Let's pause for a second. Do you notice how each word connects to your story? These are not just vocabulary, they're tools to talk about yourself.
That's right. A good way to remember them is to write short example sentences about your own life. For instance, one of my strengths is teamwork. My main responsibility was helping customers at the front desk.
Now, another common question is, what are your strengths and weaknesses?
Yes. Many learners get nervous here, but don't worry. Interviewers don't expect you to be perfect. They just want to see if you know yourself.
Here's a good example for strengths. I'm very responsible. When I start something, I always finish it on time.
And for weaknesses, sometimes I'm a bit shy when I meet new people, but I'm working on speaking more confidently.
That's honest and positive. You show that you're improving yourself.
Avoid saying things like, I have no weaknesses or I work too hard. It sounds unnatural or fake.
Let's practice talking about work experience. The key grammar point here is the past simple, because you're describing things you did.
Exactly. For example, I worked as a shop assistant at Zara for 2 years. I helped customers and managed stock.
You can also use present perfect if you're still doing that job. I have worked as a teacher since 2021.
And don't forget to use action verbs like organized, created, led, helped, improved. These make your answers sound more active.
Right. Let's compare two answers. I was in charge of emails. I managed all customer emails and improved response time.
See the difference? The second one shows action and achievement. Now, let's move to another important question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Many learners panic here, but it's actually simple. Interviewers want to know if you have motivation and a plan.
You can say something like, in 5 years, I'd like to grow in this company and take on more responsibilities. Or, I hope to continue learning and become a team leader.
Notice how we use would like to and hope to. These are polite and natural ways to talk about future goals.
Tom, maybe we should quickly review the grammar that often appears in interviews.
Good idea. The present simple is for facts and regular things. I work at a call center. I speak English and Spanish.
The present perfect connects past experience with the present. I have worked in 3 different companies. I have learned many new skills.
And remember, when you talk about specific time, use past simple. I worked at ABC Company in 2022.
Mixing these correctly makes you sound more natural and professional.
Let's talk about a few mistakes English learners often make in interviews.
Number 1, forgetting articles. I am customer service should be, I am a customer service representative.
Number 2, using too much slang or being too casual. Instead of saying, yeah, sure, no problem, say, yes, of course.
And number 3, too short answers. Don't just say yes or no. Add a short explanation.
Exactly. For example, do you enjoy working in a team? Don't just say yes. Instead, say, yes, I really enjoy teamwork because it helps me learn from others.
That's much better. Always add a little reason or example.
Let's talk about culture for a moment. In English speaking countries, interviews are often friendly but professional.
Yes, you can smile, make eye contact, and speak naturally. But avoid interrupting the interviewer. Wait until they finish speaking before you reply.
Also, it's okay to take a short pause before answering. It shows you're thinking.
And at the end of the interview, it's polite to say, thank you for your time today. It was great speaking with you.
If you want to sound even more confident, you can ask your own question like, what are the next steps in the hiring process? Or, can you tell me more about the team I'd be working with?
That shows interest and confidence. 2 things employers love.
Okay, Jessica, let's do a little role play. I'll be the interviewer and you'll be the candidate.
Perfect, let's show everyone how it's done.
Good morning. Thank you for coming today. Can you tell me a little about yourself?
Good morning, Tom. Thank you for having me. My name is Jessica, and I've worked in customer service for the past 3 years. I really enjoy helping customers and solving problems. I'm excited about this opportunity to grow and learn new skills.
That's great. What are your strengths?
I'm a very organized person, and I work well under pressure. I like planning my tasks and finishing everything on time.
And what would you say is your biggest weakness?
Sometimes I focus too much on details, but I've been learning to manage my time better.
Wonderful. Why do you want to work with us?
I've read a lot about your company, and I like your focus on customer satisfaction. I'd love to be part of a team that values communication and quality service.
Excellent answer.
And that's how you can build a confident conversation. Polite, short, and positive. Now, let's pause for a moment and reflect. If you had a job interview tomorrow, what would you say when they ask, tell me about yourself?
That's a great question. Listeners, take a few seconds to think about it. You can even pause this episode and write down your answer.
Here's a little self-study exercise. Write your own short introduction in 3 parts: present, past, and future. Then, practice saying it out loud 3 times. Try to sound confident and clear.
And if you want to challenge yourself, record your voice and listen back. Notice your pronunciation, tone, and speed.
You can even practice with a friend or family member. Ask them to play the role of the interviewer and ask you 3 questions.
Practice makes progress. The more you repeat, the more confident you'll feel.
Sometimes interviewers ask unexpected or difficult questions.
Yes, it's like, tell me about a time you had a problem at work.
A simple way to answer is with the STAR method: situation, task, action, result.
For example, once a customer was unhappy because of a delay, a situation. My task was to find a solution quickly, task. I apologized and offered a discount, action. The customer was very satisfied and stayed with us, result.
This structure keeps your answer clear and easy to follow, even with simple English.
Let's also do a quick pronunciation check. Repeat after us. I am responsible. I am organized. I enjoy learning new skills.
Remember to stress the important words: responsible, organized, skills. Speak slowly and clearly. That's better than speaking fast. Here's another question for you, dear listeners. What kind of job do you dream about?
Yes, and imagine your ideal job. What skills would you need? What would you say in an interview for that job?
Thinking like this helps you connect English with your real life. And that's how you make learning powerful.
All right, let's review what we learned today.
We talked about how to start an interview, introduce yourself, and answer questions about your experience, strengths, and weaknesses.
We also shared key vocabulary, grammar tips, and cultural advice, like smiling, making eye contact, and asking your own questions at the end.
And don't forget the simple structure for your answers: short, clear, and positive.
If you remember just one thing from today, let it be this: confidence comes from preparation. The more you practice, the more natural you'll sound.
Try the self study exercises we mentioned. Write your introduction, record yourself, and practice speaking aloud.
We'd love to hear from you. Tell us in the comments what kind of job you'd like to apply for, or what question you find the hardest in English interviews.
And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to SpeakUp Studio. Share this podcast with your friends, and leave us a rating so we can help more learners like you.
Next time, we'll talk about how to write professional emails in English. Another great skill for work.
Until then, keep practicing, stay confident, and remember, every word you speak takes you one step closer to fluency.
Thanks for listening to Speak Up Studio. See you next time.